Parker's history began in 1918 when a 33-year-old engineer named Arthur Parker founded the Parker Appliance Company. In Cleveland, Ohio, Mr. Parker developed a unique braking system for trucks and buses. Although the beginning years were tough, Arthur Parker and his family persevered. The same ambition and engineering spirit that brought the company through the early years are still what drives Parker today. The sky was the limit for the frenzied growth of the 1920s. Skyscraper architects and daring aviators of the age were kindred spirits of entrepreneurs like Arthur Parker, who aspired to find new directions and better ways for industry to advance. The International Aircraft Exposition of 1930 saw the entire line of Parker fittings, connectors, and valves for aircraft on display. Parker products were reducing the drudgery of labor, as industry worldwide was experiencing a revolution. Employee, wife, and confidant Helen Parker typed industrial recipes and offered a methodical approach to complement Arthur's visionary business style. Women became the workforce at Parker when the United States entered World War II. 5,000 employees supplied more fluid connectors and valves for Allied aircraft than any other manufacturer. By war's end, however, the government stopped buying. Arthur Parker had died, and his heirs were advised to liquidate. The persistent and disciplined Helen Parker refused, reorganized, and moved forward. By the end of the decade, sales reached $8 million. Parker rode the post-war boom of the 50s. Technology was reducing time and distance, and Parker was keeping pace. Boasting 9 divisions in the Midwest and California and applying its new strategy of growth through acquisition, Parker Appliance acquired Hannifin Corporation in 1957. With Hannifin came new cylinder and valve products and a new corporate name. A new international division was formed in 1960 to market Parker products abroad. In 1964, Parker Hannifin stock was first traded on the New York Stock Exchange. With the eyes of the world focused on space, Parker was positioned to provide many of the technologies required to get there. By decade's end, Arthur Parker's son Patrick was elected president of Parker. Operations extended to 10 countries in Europe and Latin America, and sales approached $200 million. In the same decade that saw successful Moon and Mars missions, Parker technologies to farm, mine, and move the Earth, as well as explore the depths of oceans and outer space, proved more than fads by adding value to human endeavors.
Houston, the Challenger has landed. Okay, Parker valves.
The emergence of a strong new logo accompanied impactful acquisitions and solid growth through the uncertain economic times of the late 70s. The flags on the cover of the employee magazine Parker World symbolize Parker's commitment to international growth throughout the 1980s. Partnering with locally dedicated and creative entrepreneurs continued to strengthen Parker's worldwide distribution network. 36 acquisitions were made during the 80s, filling critical product gaps and establishing Parker in global filtration markets. Automotive and biomedical markets were steady performers as Parker celebrated 50 years at its Euclid Avenue headquarters. During the 90s, Parker's global organization extended to more than 30 countries, and an Asia-Pacific headquarters was established in Hong Kong. Investments in communications and information technology infrastructures were made, as new headquarters facilities were built in Europe and Cleveland, Ohio. A growing retail presence around the world and the Hose Doctor on-site maintenance program contributed to a revolution of innovative value-added services. Parker CEO Dwayne Collins drove much of the global reorganization as sales nearly doubled and earnings quadrupled under his leadership. And in 1997, the first Parker.com was launched. In 2001, Parker's new CEO Don Washkowitz introduced the Win Strategy, which was integral in transforming Parker into a premier diversified industrial company. Supported by a foundation of empowered employees, the three pillars of the Win Strategy, customer service, financial performance, and profitable growth, became the primary focus of operations around the world. Throughout the decade, Parker continued to build its system capabilities and won many large contracts. In 2007, two milestones were achieved. For the first time in Parker's history, revenue surpassed $10 billion. And Parker stock sold for $100 per share. Soon after, a stronger, more unified Parker brand presence emerged with a renewed focus on improving customers' productivity and profitability, which was reflected in the new tagline, "Engineering Your Success." Parker is rooted in a history of fair dealings, both with customers and employees alike. And by remaining committed to this tradition, Parker will continue making meaningful differences in communities all around the world.